set, go. Hi, we're the Boomershines, and we have a dream of doing the Great American Loop with ourselves, our 2 kiddos, and our 2 cats. But first, we gotta find a boat. So welcome to episode 33 of V.B.S.
We've been gone a while.
Otherwise known as virtual boat shopping. And yes, we have been gone because there's a lot going on, because we're actual boat shopping, and we will do a full catch-up video on that soon once things have kind of been nailed down.
Yeah, we had to get back in the swing of things.
Yes, and happy 2022!
Happy 2022!
Okay, so in case you don't know, the Great American Loop is a way to circumnavigate the eastern seaboard of the United States using rivers, lakes, intercoastal waterways, and a little bit of ocean. And you're also up in Canada. And your boat has to meet certain requirements. It can't be any taller than 19 feet, 6 inches, and it can't be any deeper than 6 feet, preferably less than 5 feet. We would love for like 4 feet, 4.5 feet.
4.5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are all the basics. And today we're gonna look at a boat that a lot of you have recommended. We are passionate about solar power. I love boats that are powered by solar, and there are a few out there that I just think are incredible. And there's one that is specifically designed for the loop, and it's called Greenline, and it's a beautiful boat. And we went on one in Fort Lauderdale when we were at the Fort Lauderdale International
Boat show.
FLIBS. So we are going to review the Greenline 45, because that's with the flybridge, that's the one we went on. There's also a Greenline 48, which has 3 staterooms. So if we were to buy a Greenline, we'd have to go up to the 48. But to keep things the same, we will look at the 45 today.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I hope that makes sense. Okay, so.
And they're all new boats. So the one, we have to source something here off of Yacht World, and this is a 2022. And most of them say ask for price, but this one says listed for $1.524,157.
Okay, so it's a pricey boat. It's a beautiful boat. I was just looking to figure out how long Greenline's been around. It began in 2007. Thanks to the internet, I can find out these things. So they've been doing this for a bit, and what makes them special is that they have 3 power options.
Propulsion systems.
So there's
diesel, just like a regular boat.
Okay.
There's all battery.
Okay.
And then there's a hybrid.
Which you have both diesel and battery.
Yeah, so to break it down simply, you can be a regular boat with diesel engines that propel the shaft through the hull that propel the propeller. Mm-hmm. You can do a typical shaft-driven boat, or they also have pod drives.
Okay.
Which can get up and boogie because pods are just faster, and they can go 30 plus knots, it says on their site.
But the
shaft-driven diesel will go 20 knots. And then, so that's diesel.
Okay.
So then opposite end of the spectrum is just pulling the power from the batteries to the propellers. The electric motors are running the propellers.
And the batteries are charged by the sun.
Yes.
Better for the environment, super quiet, pure. It's like you're sailing.
But the batteries are really, you can't put enough power in from the sun. You can't put enough power into the batteries to overcome the draw from propelling the boat at 6 knots, I think they said. So I think the range, it was under 100 miles. I think we remember 20.
Wait, for the pure electric drive.
Electric. Like, you don't want to make a noise. You're not putting any emissions into the water. You are as earth friendly as you can be. I think
but
you got 20 miles. But you can't
go very far.
Yeah.
20 miles, not knots.
20 miles, sorry.
Well, and okay,
at 6 knots.
So that's
So you're not going fast and you're not going far. So then in between
is the hybrid.
Is the hybrid, where the generators from the boat are powering the batteries, and then the batteries are powering the propellers.
But you're also getting some sun power in there too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe.
Now, disclaimer, we can't remember how many nautical miles you can travel on just the hybrid, and we can't find it anywhere on the website that I can understand.
Go to Greenline's site. Love you, Greenline, but They need a little bit more layman's terms because there's a lot of kilowatt hours and kilowatt amperage and all sorts of stuff, but what does that mean?
We've been looking, and I'm sure we can find it somewhere on the internet, but we have to drive carpool in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we've got to get this done and get some other work done and get out of here.
So let's jump into the list.
Let's jump in.
And we're going to put in some actual footage where we were on the boat for size and comparison.
And just know that you can't, right now the technology is not such that you could easily do the loop with all electric power in this boat, in my opinion, because you would be you'd have little short.
You could do it at 20-mile increments at 6,000 miles.
But there's probably not stops every 20 miles, and you'd have to drop anchor. It would just be a more logistically challenging thing. So you'd need the hybrid or the diesel.
Yes.
Okay, so let's dive into this boat. This boat again is not like our normal boats. It is 2 bedrooms, 2 heads, 2 staterooms, and 2 heads. But let's look at the air height. Does it list that? And the draw?
Length overall 51.08. Beam is 15 feet. Freshwater tank 176 gallons. Fuel tank at 400 gallons.
Okay, and this listing doesn't give us air height or draft. But we know that Greenline's designed this model or at least the woman at the Flibs told us that it is for the loop.
But that information would be useful.
It would be useful.
Because you're still in a boat.
But let's I've got the draft.
What's the draft?
The empty draft, draft empty, is 1.1 meters, 3.6 feet.
Oh, okay.
So, dang, that's a really good draft.
That seems too good to be true, but okay.
But keep in mind, this is we've been looking at 55 to 60 foot boat. So this is a 45 foot boat, so it is much shorter. And the fact that you can get a 48 foot Greenline with 3 staterooms is pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
That's one of the smallest that we've looked at with 3 staterooms. Okay, carry on.
Okay, there's the side rendering.
I think she's beautiful. I think she would clear
proportionally
air height.
this guy's a little tall for me, but anyway. And the cool thing is, so this is a fly bridge, and they still have I think the panels are right here. They had to work around, they still need solar panels on the boat.
But are they not on the fly bridge? Ah, okay, so there are your solar panels on the fly bridge and on that little section in front of the helm.
Right. I think the panels are modular, because the panels keep getting better and better every year. So as I remember them saying, you're not stuck with those panels. So if the panels get better, more efficient, I think they've accommodated for that.
Can you add solar panels to any boat?
Yeah.
But you've got to have an inverter?
You've got to have a battery controller. You've got to put the charge in. You don't necessarily need an inverter.
Okay, and it wouldn't propel the boat. It would just run all your electronic appliances.
It would run light bulbs and stuff. Can't run the refrigerator. Can't run AC units. Light bulbs and the TV for a few hours with an inverter. If you don't have an inverter, you can run your light bulbs and a fan. It's not there yet.
If he's wrong, let us know in the comments below. Okay.
Never wrong. So nice aft seating. This door, the whole thing slid open, but then if you wanted...
But that also flops up.
Yeah, this door flops up, but golly, I hope that's a really good clamp there. Look at these lights though, isn't that cool?
This boat to me is so gorgeous. I love the natural teak, not like I personally don't like super glossy teak. And I think that is just gorgeous. It's got the sexy aft seating area so you can sit back there and have dinner with friends, which I absolutely love. And there's so much air and light in this boat. I love that.
So light and airy. Okay, you walk in and there's an aft galley, right? So all the cooking is going on the aft side of this countertop.
That's your that's your fridge. It's almost, I'd say, a full-size fridge, but it's a tall, narrow fridge.
What we noticed, should we get into there's no salon. There's no...
Well, okay, so, and keep in mind, this is a 45-foot boat, but it's pretty similar on the 48-foot boat, so it's kind of not fair to compare it to what we're looking for, what we've been looking for.
But this space right here is your sofa, your dinette. Like when you're watching TV, you're at the same place where you eat dinner.
Yes. Now, that dining room table, I think, lowers so that, and then I think there might be a cushion somewhere, so that makes it a giant, like, snuggerific TV watching area. For us with 2 kids, obviously this is the boat we get is bigger, but I'm looking.
Obviously.
well, we need 3 staterooms because we hopefully will have a tutor with us. But I would love, in my dream boat, a dinette area just like that, but also a snuggerific living area. My challenge with this boat is there's no floor space. Like if you wanted to
kids to sit and
you do
play
yoga.
Legos.
I mean, you're doing yoga in a hallway, and it's tight. Now, for 2 people,
amazing.
This could be a great boat. There's still no floor space to do yoga.
If you're in a warm environment where it's dry and sunny, use the exterior of the boat all day long. But if you're in northern waters and it's rainy and cold, and you're stuck inside,
yeah. Okay, but aesthetically,
gorgeous.
There it is at night.
All right, so you're back against the refrigerator looking aft with this door open.
Well, you're kind of beside the refrigerator there. Now, here's another just observation. We hear there are a lot of bugs on the loop, okay? So is there a screen door on that? I'd like some screens.
Because that's great, but if you got bugs that you then are done for the evening and you close up your boat, but your boat is now filled with bugs, it's an issue.
Yeah, but I mean, they might have addressed it, I just don't know and can't figure out. Once again, I think it's gorgeous. You can have 2 bananas, 2 apples.
I'm pretty sure that's an induction cooktop, which is the most efficient for solar. And
perfect, like flat, easy. So the TV pops up there. Is this the one? I can't tell, but that bolster moves back and forward.
No, that was the, I think that was
what's going on there?
That is just a thing to lean against. That's pretty common at helm seats.
And then do you push it back to sit
It's
down?
your bolster. It's under your legs.
Oh, or you can pop it up.
Yes, to lean up against, underway.
I gotcha.
But this is where you sit. So you're not pulling up any chairs. It looks like, I guess you sit on top of the TV thing there.
I think that's really smart, but it's just, this would be too tight for us. But sure is pretty.
Yeah, the materials, the natural feel.
Oh, love it.
Okay, this is what was cool about this V-berth. When you're standing up, look how they designed this so that you have a sight line all through the outside. Because usually that's fiberglass.
The natural light in this boat is incredible, which I personally love. And I love the natural teak. The master.
That's the master. Okay, so the master is midship.
Okay, so Greenline's coming out with a 58 fly in fall of 2022, and that could be in the running for a MNO, money no object, best family loop boat. But
okay, so here's this bed. Don't know what size.
That looks comfy though. Oh, those windows.
Window and a window.
I love it. I mean, that's a great looking master.
That's a low ceiling height.
That is a low ceiling height. It looks kind of, well, but as you're thinking that's the plane. I think that's a wall. Yeah, that's the plane. And there's your master head. Okay, in editing this video, I realized that we messed up. We looked at the exterior of the Greenline 45 with the flybridge at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, but then we went on a 48 coupe, which has 3 staterooms. The interior salon is pretty much the same, wouldn't you say? Between the 45 and the 48 is best we can tell. And all the other details are the same, except for the one we went on had a super cool giant sunroof the kids loved, and it has 3 staterooms. So we'll give you a really quick little walk through of that, and then we'll get back to the flybridge on the 45 and then wrap it up. Oops.
Great visibility.
So we're gonna have a
Pilot house door.
They're not gonna get their own room.
Nice walk around. This opens up. Galley's in the back.
So, and this one we've got a separate shower and then water closet.
Side by side for kiddos.
We actually, so we have this one is sold. We sold like, and the owner's actually out there on the docks.
We'll have to tell them thank you. Gorgeous teak.
Oh, on the fly. I love the natural teak. Have I said that like 8 times?
You got a
And that folds up
grill.
and folds down so you can walk around it, I guess.
And then pretty simple helm
Full helm.
and a sun pad.
But if you'll recall from our video, there was a grill and a sink, I think, on the back swim platform.
That was an option, yeah.
That was really smart. I like that a lot, especially if you're like, our son wants to fish, and hopefully he'll catch some fish and I'll never have to see the cleaning process, but that would be amazing to do on the back of the boat and you just hose it all down.
Okay, so here it had good walk around space. This
Great.
was interesting. This was a cut through. This was like, you could stick, my worry was with kids or cats.
Oh, and
it's
the
a cool
bulwark.
design feature.
It was just us looking to do the loop.
Great boat.
Gorgeous boat. I'd still put it on the maybe list because it felt tight to me. But aesthetically, I love it, and I love that you have the option of a hybrid. So I guess that would bump it to the absolute yes list.
There you go.
There you go. So those are our takes on the Greenline 45. If you want to be a little more environmentally friendly, it is a great option. Okay, so next episode we're going to review a Fairline Squadron.
You may not know of it. It's not very popular here stateside, but we found
He's
one.
been obsessed. So we'll review that on Saturday. So thanks for watching. Shine on!
Shine on!